Hello, the 5 people who watch these videos. There's 5 of you. I hear a lot of people complaining that they want the Attitude Era back. Now, I have reviewed a Raw from the Attitude Era. I have also watched pay-per-views from the Attitude Era. And I have to say, I don't want the Attitude Era back. I mean, yeah, it would be nice to have a mid-card feud, or feud for tag, or feud for women's, or, well, pretty much anybody involved in a storyline who isn't the World Heavyweight Champion and John Cena. But the Attitude Era was weird. It was very much a let's throw as much shit as we can on the wall and see what sticks. I mean, tonight I watched WrestleMania 2000. That was really not a good show. It just drug. It felt like more than the probably 2.5, 3 hours it was. When earlier in this week I watched WrestleMania 30, and it felt like that a little bit, but it mainly felt like the matches went on too long. I mean, but yeah, I don't want the Attitude Era back. I don't want The Rock back. I have watched The Rock in the Attitude Era, and The Rock was a freaking dick. Why the hell were they cheering for him? He was a dick. He's the biggest douchebag in the universe. He should get a statue and a plaque for that. For The Rock character being the biggest douchebag in the universe. I mean, Triple H was never a main eventer. He was always upper mid-card at best until he started fucking the boss's daughter. And probably fucking the boss as well, so he could get titles. They didn't do as much goofy stuff. But you know, you had this 400-pounder dancing with these 2 light heavyweights. You had people shooting lightning and fire at people. I mean, of course, I'm naked the whole time watching this. And it really wasn't a good show to watch naked. You want something that'll bring you highs and lows in wrestling, not just a consistent high. You have to have highs and lows, peaks and valleys. If the whole show is consistently high, you just burn out. And I think it was that the writers didn't realize that. And in the newest WrestleMania, they did kind of. Well, I'll admit the newest WrestleMania was not the best. In fact, it was really bad. That pay-per-view wasn't good either. So, I want an era back like the 80s. Especially when it comes to the midgets who were wrestling still in the 80s. Because midget wrestling is awesome. Just these little people just running around. I mean, it's like watching 3-year-olds. Only these guys will never get any taller. You know, in it there were stories. I mean, I remember Intercontinental title feud for Warrior and Rude. Savage and Steamboat had Intercontinental title feud. Shawn Michaels, that was the 90s, but I mean, we had Honky Tonk, who had several feuds during that time, and is known as one of the greatest Intercontinental champions of all time, along with Savage, of course, and Steamboat. I don't know what the fuck we should remember Warrior as. That guy couldn't wrestle to save his life. I mean, Hogan was always in a feud. Then there were tag title feuds. It's like these two have been going at it lately. Well, that's how they're supposed to be. Instead of, okay, Cena and World Champion, you guys can have a feud. Oh, and you guys aren't important. We'll just have a number 1 contenders match. It's like AJ Lee losing the title to Paige, and they haven't done anything with it. You lose the title, you're at least going to be pissed and try to get it back. But I guess AJ Lee decided not to be pissed and try to get it back. She decided to say fuck it and go home. Well, then go home. We're not going to miss you. So yeah, I don't want the Attitude Era back. And I don't want this era to continue. I want it done right. I say WWF should bring back Jim Cornette, put him in charge of everything creative, everything on TV, shove something up Triple H's ass. It doesn't really matter what it is, as long as it hurts. Or maybe a gerbil. That could be cool to go in his ass. Let Stephanie do whatever the fuck she does. Vince McMahon can use his walker and take some Geritol and some ginkgo biloba so he remembers his name's Vince McMahon. So yeah, I mean, that's what I want.